Hello. So I'm gonna make this video on how Robert Deniro speaks to the media. I found a video on YouTube on Robert Deniro says quote quote where this guy is like a gangster. That quote quote Robert Deniro says that Donald Trump, as he says, where this guy is like a gangster, that he needs to be impeached. Now, I had made a video about how I think that Donald Trump should not be impeached, even though I also put my input on that, on the whole thing with on why, and is he really a good president or not? I go into more and more detail on that, and yeah, that cuts pretty deep on when Robert De Niro says something like that. He's been in a lot of movies. When he speaks his mind, he really speaks his mind, Robert De Niro, when it comes to what he has to say about things that go on, and just what he has to say in general. And I don't know in terms of what to say about Robert De Niro on a everyday basis, on how he is a person in real life in terms of like outside of the movies. But I've seen about more than one of his movies, and he's really good at expressing himself, that is for sure. And when I saw that on the video, I felt like I really should make a YouTube video about this. I don't know. I really don't know what to think about Trump. I don't know what to think about any of the presidents, other than I know that this country could be a lot better with how presidents are, how vice presidents are, how the local government is. Now, reality is, Robert De Niro can say that, but the truth is, though, the whole government. It says it, it's been said even in a movie about that I've watched a lot of movies out there, and the government in itself, it can be good and bad. It can be worse than organized crime, and then it can be better than organized crime, and then it can be a mixture of both. So when Robert De Niro says something like that, in reality is, though, if Robert De Niro wants to make quote quote that this guy's like a gangster, yeah, maybe because he's probably putting it out there more so of what the government really is, because truthfully, the government can be just as bad and worse. It can be better than organized crime, but it can also be worse and just as bad. The government itself can be really good in a lot of ways, but it can be really bad in a lot of ways. And so for Robert De Niro to say something like that, in reality it's almost like saying that about Trump is like saying that about the government. Because seriously, the government in itself is just as bad when it comes to the people saying bad about the president. They're basically talking, anyone saying anything bad about the president is like saying bad about the whole government, and worse, because the government in itself, vice president, all those are just as bad. They can be better than the president, but they can also be just as bad and worse, because the whole government itself is made up of different people. People need to stop focusing on just the president when it comes to the government in America. It's not just the president. It's a lot of different people. And even to that extent, it's the whole country. Everyone is involved in one way or another when it comes to this country. The police, the judges, all the politicians in all the countries. I mean, that too, but all the politicians in all the states of America. There's a whole lot of people who are connected with America along with the whole world, and then it has effect on each one in the whole world, as this country America, along with all over the world, where we're all affecting each other. Now that goes a bit deeper into a philosophical conversation that could go on for hours, but yeah, so it's not just the president affecting America; it's the whole government along with everyone in society. Even when when talking about this, it's like the whole government affects this country, not just the president, even more, just as much and more so, even when the president has a big influence in the country and has a lot of power. But there's a lot of factors that go into when it comes to politicians, when it comes to the government, when it comes to what affects America. But yeah, I figured to make a video about this because that was big statement that was made that I saw on YouTube today, because I decided to search on Trump and find any new videos I could find. The most important thing is we all need God and Jesus. We all need that relationship with God and Jesus. How important is just to make this world a better place. to love all unconditionally, and just to realize that there's hope for everyone, and to keep believing in everyone. For anyone that doesn't believe in everyone, we need to believe in everyone. Anyone that doesn't love unconditionally, we need to love unconditionally. We need to keep having that hope and if you don't have that hope, to have hope. How important is it to have hope for all, to make this world a better place? So let's love all, let's make the world a better place for all. How important is just to do the best we can, do the right thing. And well, hope you enjoyed this video. Let's love all, let's make the world a better place for all life.